Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Fellas, fine sisters only. Yeah, y'all heard what I said. Fine sisters only. Look, this is a problem I'm seeing with a lot of people, a lot of brothers on social media. A lot of men, period, not just brothers, just men all over the world. Y'all keep focusing on like the problematic women, or y'all too focused on the ones who unappealing, got attitudes, they on some feminist bullshit. They overweight, obese, no lack of sex appeal. And don't tell me y'all don't focus on them, because there's nothing but videos and that get a lot of views if it focuses on what I'll call the bad women. Let's be real. Like if I really wanted my channel to blow up, and if I really wanted like about 30,000 subscribers, I would just do a steady stream of videos talking about those type of women, especially if they black women. But see, that's not me. And I've even had a few people even say, well, why don't you talk about these females? Look, I don't give a fuck about them. That's why. Look, I'm going to break down something with me, y'all. And I ain't saying this to brag or anything like that. But most of the women in my circle, most of the women, I put them at 80% of the women who in my circle are fine as shit. Probably rate like no lower than a 7. And those are adjustable 7s. Most of them, there's plenty who hitting on that 8-9 range easily. And they even got a couple young buddies, they dimes. They straight dimes. They some youngins, but they dimes. And I was thinking about it one day. I was like, well, damn, all these men out here, and not, like I say, not just brothers, but white men, Asian men be complaining about all this shit, and I just run into them easily. In fact, they come find me. No joke. And that's always been the case. That's always been the case. No matter where I go, I don't care. I can be in a room full of a bunch of ugly ass, mean ass, overweight ass women, regardless of race. I can be in a room full of them. The 3 dimes in there will come find their way over to me. And I was thinking about, well, damn, what is it I got? Well, if y'all read my books, y'all see what I got. But one of the things is, that's all I focus on. I don't even, only time I even see the other ones, it's more like an objective thing. Like, it's kind of like when you see pigeons out, like when you out in a park or something, you don't really think about them unless one about to poop on you. And that's usually how I am with an ugly woman. She about to get in my face, that's when I notice it. It's like, oh wait, and it's almost like she gotta be right up on me, and it's like, damn, where'd you come from? Like, popped in and shit, because my mind don't even focus that way. And I think one of the problems with a lot of men out there, there's too much focus on the bad ones and what they're doing. Who gives a fuck what they're doing? I'm gonna just be straight up. If that's not who you want to fuck with, why you worried about what they doing? All you need them to do is leave it the fuck alone. No joke. Now, I know some people maybe on YouTube, they get their money to get their, shit talking about whoever, talking about the women, how bad they are. All right, fine. Do you, dog? Do you? That's not me, man. I'd rather deal with my youngins and shit who be hooking me up at different stores I go to. Or, go to different restaurants or something, sit down and eat, and they making sure they taking care of me. Or, hitting me up privately for certain things. I'd rather deal with them, man. I don't care about the rest, man. And I'm just saying this personally, man. That's why I don't really do much. Like, even the shit I do, even the videos I've done on the shit women to do, that's more or less to help the men, especially the young men, avoid the pitfalls. Now, I'll do those type of videos and shit, but at the same time, man, if you really want to deal with fine women, you got to focus on that shit. You got to focus on it. Like I said, man, I will go, like, I give you an example, right? I remember years ago I was selling some books, hardcovers of my books at this. It was a national women's organization, right? National Black Women's Organization. I can't remember the name for some reason to save my life, but it's very prominent, very very prominent. And they were having something there. I was in there. I only counted 3 women I found attractive. Well, 4, because eventually my son's mother came in there. So 4 women I found attractive, man. And one of them wanted to share a table. I already knew her though, but I was like, nah, I'm trying to sell stuff to all these women. I don't need to be next to you. She was fine. And then there were a couple more. And one is actually a friend to this day. And I bet that's what I bet her. She came right up to me. The rest of them, I was just like, beyond when they would come near the table when I'm, hit them with a sales pitch and trying to get them to buy a book that they really shouldn't have been interested in. I was sitting there chilling. I wasn't mad. I wasn't going to talk about it. I was just like, I just ain't going to fuck with them. And that's how I am. And look, fellas, I know a lot of dudes, they done went through some shit with women and, you want to vent and all of that. That's cool, man, but you got to focus on the ones there. Like, and this one's for the brothers especially, because I know there's a lot made about how obese black women are and all this. And, well, okay. Fine, whatever the number is, 70-80%, okay. Here's the thing. Focus on that 20%. And there's a whole lot of fine women who ain't chasing no thugs. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what, especially with fine black women, a lot of them ain't gonna be caught dead with a thug, like publicly or privately. And in fact, the brothers making out with them really are more clean cut types. But see, a lot of times, if a brother going to go into a situation with a woman, he's already he's already looking for some negative shit. That's what he's gonna find. Cause let me break something down. Let me get a little deep with y'all, right? And I want y'all to think about what I'm about to say. All women have a double standard in how they treat a man. So they either gonna treat a man, they either gonna submit to a man and treat him with deferential treatment, or they're gonna treat him like shit. A lot of men they get the not shit part, like shit part, But see, that same woman who would treat a man like shit, going to treat some other man cool. And one of the things, and I'm gonna say this personally for me, those same women who will curse out some dude, treat him wrong, try to play him and shit, they usually trying to fix me some food, talking to me, nice voice, everything, getting down on their knees, everything. But that's because that's my mind is focused on them. Well, one, them treating me well, and 2, I'm focused on the best. Like, and I ain't gonna say I ain't encountered some of the bad ones. I've encountered plenty of the bad ones. But once I see that they're disagreeable, even if they look good, even if they physically look good, I don't deal with them. I'm like, oh, she a little crazy. I don't think I'll be calling. I don't even give her an explanation. She'll know if I don't like text her back or call her back. But I will focus on it, and I'm so focused on it. Like I said, these women will approach me consistently. When I say consistently. And that's because my mindset, that's where my mindset is. That's where my mind is. And I don't want to get too deep with y'all, but if you're expecting the worst, that's what you're gonna get. I expect the best, demand the best. My thing is find sisters only. If you ain't there, I don't care how nice you are. If I ain't feeling you in some way, I don't care how nice you are or how nice you say you are. If I ain't feeling you, and you ain't moving my loins, and you ain't stimulating my mind, I ain't messing with that woman. And by doing that, I haven't had the same pitfalls a lot of dudes have had. I have not gone through the same pitfalls Because my thing is, when dealing with the fine sisters, they always got to be somebody who's going to add something to my life. And that's what fellas got to think about. Now, it's going to be tough at first. If you ain't been there, it's tough at first because the number of women that you might have been dealing with is going to drop substantially. But see, I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of, a lot of people, a lot of men think they, they trying to get into what they, call game and all of that. I'm going to tell you what the true Mac knows, the true player. Even the pimp knows this shit. One quality woman beats out 20 like bad ones all the time. It's about quality. As you get up in the game, like if you like one of these dudes who just about a high sex count and all of that shit, man, you ain't really learned shit. And you really, at some points, you're gonna be simping a little bit too. But as you get older and shit, you realize, oh wait a minute, I don't really need that. I rather deal with that one woman. I know the pussy not only gonna be good, but she gonna add an element to my life that I need added, and she's gonna serve a purpose. So it's like I'm gonna deal with her, And I've done a video like this before, I've done one like this before. But I think one of the things is what I still see is just people just focus on those bad ones and those like disagreeable ones, the evil ones, going back and forth with trolls. And I'm just like, man, forget that noise. If a sister, if a sister if she ain't looking good to me, B, she ain't coming at me with sweetness and light. Fuck no. And that's any woman. That ain't just a sister, to be honest. I don't care what her race is, nationality, what shit, her planet. She can be a Martian woman. She coming at me. She gotta look good. She gotta come at me with sweetness and light. And and that's actually my definition of fine. Look good on the outside and got a cool personality on the inside. And if a woman ain't on that, she just not registered to me. Like I said, she literally has to be in my way. I'm walking along and almost trip over her or something. Or she has to make an effort to get my attention. Otherwise, it's like, boom, I'll look right through her. And believe it or not, I've actually had women on the street be coming up to me talking about smile and shit. Or don't look so serious. And that's because that's how focused I be on apparently not them. And and that's fellas. If y'all listen to anything I say, leave the knuckleheads alone. If she don't even settle for that subpar woman just to bust a nut. Seriously, don't even do it on that level, because you're gonna hate yourself anyway. And plus, it sets your mind up to think, subconsciously you're gonna be telling yourself this is the best you can do. All of a sudden, you messed around, got about 3 kids with some ugly ass woman. Some ugly ass disagreeable woman. And then you gonna be miserable and shit. And then, make matters worse, she gonna have the nerve to be dissatisfied herself and then want to take your, divorce you and take you to family court. So you be fucked up over an ugly woman. Ain't that some shit? So, fine sisters only. Just keep saying that. If you gotta say that shit for 21 straight days right before you go to bed. And you'll see some changes. No joke. Reprogram yourself. You be messing with these subpar women? Nah. Shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now it's not. Don't feel bad if you had to do it. If you had to do it, whatever. That's what. We all gotta start somewhere, but always think in terms of upgrading. Alright? Seriously. If that's what you dealing with now, upgrade, bruh. Upgrade. Anyway. That's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.